Here's a quick look at a little geometry cleanup method that I really like. We're near the end of modeling this kind of sci-fi vehicle here. And you can see the fender here really isn't that well spaced out and aligned the geometry. Although its quads is a little dirty. So I want to clean it up using a couple of my favorite tools. The first one is the Make Planar tool. You see I have a bunch of vertices here and they're not really in a straight line. And they're not very spaced out very well. I want to clean that up a little bit. So I'm going to use the Make Planar tools, and the Make Planar X, Y, and Z, these are the individual axes that it will align the vertices on. So I want to align all the vertices along a straight line. So the first one I'm going to pick is Z, and it's aligned them to Z. And then I want to align them kind of from this dimension. I want them all to be straight, because if we look at it straight on from the side, you can see that it's not really, back out a little bit. Select them, you can see they're not really that straight, so I'm going to go ahead and choose Y, and that straightens them out. The next one I'm going to do is my edge constraint. Now this is a really great feature. What this does is if I go ahead and want to move these vertices, you can see I can move them in free 3D space, and it can get a little confusing, but what I want to do is actually move them along the profile of this edge until I get something I like. So I'm going to turn on edge, and I'm just going to select the top vertex here, and notice the vertices now only move along a given edge. All right, if I release the mouse button, a new edge has been defined and it'll only move there. So it requires some further alignment. Since I'm working with multiple vertices, you might want to take a little bit of care. I'll go ahead and turn off edge constraints and then move them back to adjust the profile a little bit, and you can see that I can turn edge constraints back on and then continue to work with it just in this edge constraint to improve the profile of the fender in this case. So make planar along a specific axis, and then edge constraints are great tools for adjusting the topology manually.